So here is DOGE Dogecoin. This is currently at 15.9 cents. That is up 20.56%. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is TWTR, Twitter. This finishes at $51.70 today. That is up 5.66%. So this was the hot stock today. A lot of mentions on StockTwits. I believe it was number 2 after SPY. So the big news was that Elon Musk is officially going to buy the company. Yeah, quick article from CNBC. Twitter's board accepted billionaire Elon Musk's offer to buy the social media company and take it private. The company confirmed. The announcement ends a week-long saga Musk kicked off when he offered to buy the company at $54.20 per share, his best and final offer. Twitter's board sought to fend off a hostile takeover by adopting a so-called poison pill. So yeah, crazy timeline for this stock. At first, Elon Musk bought a 9% stake, joined the board, then resigned from the board because that poison pill only allowed him to have a 14% stake, and he wanted more than that. So he resigned from the board, then offered to buy the whole thing for like $43 billion at $54.20. It looked like at first it wasn't going to happen. It looked like the board was really opposed to sell the company to Elon Musk. But yeah, today the deal went through, and Elon Musk is going to own Twitter now. So the deal was for $44 billion, and yeah, big news. So the stock is up almost 6% today. Very nice. And the company is going to go private. He's going to take it private. And all the shareholders are going to get $54.20 per share. So we're not going to do a full TA on this today because there's really no point. But we'll just briefly talk about some indicators and what's going to happen moving forward. So we had a gap down at $61. That's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may come back up to 61 to fill this gap. I don't think it's going to happen after this buyout. And we had this gap up at $40. That's telling us that the stock may come back down to $40 to fill this gap. Again, looks pretty unlikely after this buyout. And we do have another gap up at $50. That one may fill. This may come back down to $50 before the buyout goes through. And we do have a mini cup and handle here, top of the cup being about $54.75, which is around where the buyout price is. Coincidence? I don't know. So that is telling us that the stock may come back up to around $54.70 to complete this top of the cup. So honestly, I don't really know why the stock didn't go up to $54.20 today. That is what the shareholders are going to receive once the buyout goes through. So nobody knows how long that's going to take for the buyout to become official. There's a lot of paperwork to get through to finalize the deal. So that may take a little bit, maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months. But ultimately, the shareholders are going to get $54.20 per share. So honestly speaking, and this is not financial advice, it's just kind of free money at this point. So the stock will continue to trade publicly until the deal is officially finalized, but this will go up to $54.20. So from this current price, $51.70, that's about a 5% upside. So it's not the most money in the world, but this should be a relatively easy 5% to the upside. And it may even pull back to $50 to fill the gap there before it runs back up. And I believe Twitter is going to report earnings on Thursday. And the word on the street is that the earnings are not going to be that great. So this may pull back on Thursday, which will be an even better buying opportunity, not financial advice. But yeah, there's really no downside in going long here at $54.70 because sooner or later this will close at $54.20. And like I said, seems like some pretty easy free money. So I can't support going long at $51.70 and lower. And all you have to do is hold until the buyout goes through. Free money on the table, free tendies. Going long looks like a good play here. So yeah, no need to do a full TA because this will close at $54.20 at some point in the near future. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. And it looks like there's still more upside to go. So good luck to everyone. This is TWTR Twitter. So here is DOGE Dogecoin. This is currently at 15.9 cents. That is up 20.56%. So major price action on this coin today. Made StockTwits. I believe it had about 3,000 mentions. So we're going to analyze this coin today. So obviously, the big reason as to why this coin is pumping is because of the Twitter Elon Musk news. Twitter officially selling the company to Elon Musk. And while Twitter and Dogecoin aren't directly related, there are very high hopes that Elon Musk is going to incorporate Dogecoin into Twitter somehow. So pretty much anything bullish Elon Musk is bullish Dogecoin. So actually, over the weekend, the Doge Palooza happened, the Doge Festival, and that was supposed to be a big catalyst, but nothing really happened. And then at some point in the near future, the Doge rocket, the SpaceX rocket, is going to launch. So that got delayed a couple of times, and still no official launch date, but that is expected to happen this year, and that's a big upcoming catalyst. So at one point, this did hit 17 today, and has been since pulling back, but still really good day for this coin. And let's get into the analysis here. And there's really not too much to go off of. But first of all, this appears to be a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being around 13.2 cents, we'll just call it 13 cents. And it looks like the top of the cup would be 18 cents. So that's a bullish indicator that is telling us that this coin should come back up to 18 cents to complete this cup. And longer term, this is part of an even bigger cup and handle. So eventually this should come back up to 20 cents, 21.5 cents, 22.5 cents, 23.5 cents, 28 cents, 31 cents, 32 cents, 35.5 cents. And the highest top would be the all-time high of around 75 cents. So short term, we have this mini cup and handle, should come back up to 18 cents, but longer term, this is part of an even bigger cup and handle that should go all the way back up to 75 cents, the all-time high. Cup and handle, bullish indicator in the short and long terms. And then this looks like a bull flag in the making, no confirmation just yet, but this big green candle today looks like it's forming a flag pole. So all we would need is a little bit of pullback to form the flag, and that would be another bullish indicator that would suggest that the stock is due for a breakout soon. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading at 15.9 cents. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 16.16 cents, 16.61 cents, 17.09 cents, 17.61, 17.98, 18.74, 19.23, 19.69, 20.08, 20.68, 20.93, 21.37, 21.69, and then 22.15. There is more resistance above 22.15 cents, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 15.44 cents, 15.03 cents, 14.5 cents, 13.98, 13.69, 13.28, 12.74, 12.41, 11.85, 11.43, 11.11, and then 9.4 cents. There is support below 9.4 cents, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at the current price, 15.8 cents. The channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 11 cents to the downside, the channels start to open up and get even more wide, so expect an even bigger increase in price action if/when this breaks 11 cents. RSI is currently at 62, so not quite overbought and overvalued at the moment, but definitely above average there. So according to the RSI, the current price of 15.8 cents should be a little bit lower. And this did 429 million in volume today, way above the average of 79 million. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So yeah, long term, looks like a good coin to buy and hold for sure. In the short term, it looks bullish. There's not too many indicators to go off of here. But based on the cup and handle, I do think this will come back up to 18 cents, complete the cup. And then it should pull back to around 15.5 cents because that's halfway between the top and bottom of the cup, 18 and 13. And then I expect the bull flag to form, and then it should break out from there. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, this current price, around 16 cents, appears to be a pretty decent entry. So if you want, you can buy in here and ride this up to 18. But again, I do expect this to come back down to 15.50 at some point. So it's not a bad entry, but if you just want to hold off for a little bit, you should be able to get this for a little bit better. If you want to quick scalp this, it looks like a good long play. And there's about a 15% upside before it pulls back. I would just sell around 18. If you're in it for the long term, I'd probably just hold off for a little bit, try to get this back at around 15.50. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Again, I do think this will pull back down to around the 15.50 range. So from this current price, 15.9, that's only about a 3% downside. So really not too much downside potential and a lot of upside potential. This is Doge. This is the meme coin. Can pop at any moment. So I would say going short here would be a high risk, low reward play. The risk is really not worth the reward. Don't really see a reason to go short here. Good chance you get burned if you do that. So going short here is not a smart idea. Please don't do that, guys. So pretty straightforward, guys. Long term, great coin to buy and hold. It's not going anywhere as long as Elon Musk keeps shilling it. Short term, looks like there's still more upside potential. Should come back up to 18 before it pulls back. So it looks pretty strong in the long and short terms. So congratulations to everyone who made money in this coin today. And good luck to everyone currently in this coin and to everyone looking to take a position. This is DOGE Dogecoin. So here is DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp, or True Social. This finishes at $35.71 today. That is down 12.9%.
and it's gone.
So we talked about the stock last week, had a nice little pop, but today, big pullback here. And that is mostly due to the Twitter news. So Twitter is a direct competitor to DWAC, and there are rumors that Elon Musk is going to stop the censorship on Twitter, which was really the whole point of these conservative social media platforms. The idea was you can say whatever you want without getting censored. So there may be no need for a platform like DWAC anymore. Truth Social. So yeah, the Twitter news was definitely the biggest factor as to why the stock went out so much today. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, this appears to be a cup and handle in the making. So it looked like the bottom of the cup was 37.65. It retested that a couple of times. Looked like some very strong support. But today it broke that. So it looks like there's going to be a new bottom. So can't really say where the bottom is, but there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 51.15, 70.20, 74.60, 98.30, 120, or even the high of 175. So those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. In the aftermarket here, this is running up to 36.70. So if this holds, that would be a bullish indicator for tomorrow. That is suggesting that tomorrow the stock will run to the upside. We do have a gap down at around $59. So that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to $59 eventually to fill this gap. And it's pretty hard to see. But way back here when this first launched, this gapped up at $10. So that is a bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock may come back down to $10 to fill that gap. Looks pretty unlikely, but possible. So be aware of that, guys. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is sitting on the support of 35.70, which I finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 37.65, 40.90, 44.70, 48.45, 51.15, 53.45, 55.50, 57.35, 60.05, 63.10, 65.60, 67.50, 70.20, 74.60, 77.45, 81.10, 83.30, 87.10, 91.35, 94.10, 98.30, 120, and then the high of 175. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 33.25, 16.50, 12.75, 10.65, and then the low of 9.85. So right now at this current price, 35.70, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 33.25 to the downside, the channels start to open up and get even more wide, so expect an even more significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 33.25 to the downside. And to the upside, if/when this breaks 98.30, the channels start to open up and get even more wide, so expect an even more significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 98.30. RSI is currently at 25, so that is oversold and undervalued, so this could be a good buying opportunity, not financial advice. And this did 7 million in volume today, pretty standard volume, so the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So fundamentally, I really don't like the stock. There's rumors that this SPAC won't even be able to merge with Truth Social. The SEC may not even allow it. Plus, the platform itself really isn't looking that good. I don't think it's a great product. So fundamentally, there's a lot of red flags. I'd stay far away from this. So what I'm going to say here is just based on the technicals. So technically, the stock does look pretty bullish at the moment, short and long term. Again, we have strong bullish indicators in the cup and handle, gap down, low RSI, and aftermarket action. The only bearish indicator would be the gap up at $10, which is pretty scary, and no neutral indicators. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, 35.70 looks like a pretty good entry. Pretty scary because this did break the support of 37.65. But yeah, this is oversold, undervalued at the moment according to the RSI. And again, a lot of strong bullish indicators. So based on the technicals, 35.70 looks like a really good entry. Again, there's the gap down at $59 from this current price, 35.70. That's about a 65% upside. And this may come back up to $100 to complete this possible top of the cup. That's almost a 200% upside. And this may even come back up to 175, the all-time high, to fill that top of the cup. So a lot of upside potential based on the technicals here. Only thing is, again, there's the gap up at $10, and that's pretty scary. It looks pretty unlikely that's going to fill, but if it does, that would be about a 70% downside. So I would say going long here at the moment would be a medium risk, high reward play. I say medium risk because there is still a lot of downside potential. Unlikely that's going to happen. This goes back to 10, but possible. And again, if this does break 33.25, the channel starts to open up, and the next support below that would be 16.50. So if this keeps going down, this can go really bad really fast. And again, a lot of upside potential. So it looks like a pretty good long play here. Just please do that at your own risk. Be aware this may come back down to $10. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that. Again, very strong bullish indicators, and the only bearish indicator is the gap up at 10 and the Y channel to the downside here. So I would say going short here would be a high risk, high reward play. because for whatever reason this does come back down to $10. That's a 70% downside. A lot of potential money to be made on the downside. Just unlikely that's going to happen. But if this does go to the upside, which it very well could, according to the technicals, it's due for a reversal. This can go pretty bad if you go short. So it looks like there's a 70% downside potential and a 70 to 400% upside potential. So not the greatest idea if you ask me. Not really worth the risk here. There are definitely better short plays out there in the market. You should have went short a long time ago. Anywhere from $100 to like $50 really. At $35.70, it looks too late in my opinion. So I just stay away from this. But again, this could pay off pretty big if it does go back down to 10. So if you want to do that, please do that at your own risk. So pretty straightforward here, guys. Fundamentally, I don't like the stock. But technically, this does look pretty bullish. So if you want to go long, looks like a pretty good play. A lot of bullish indicators. Just be aware, this can come back down to $10. And if you want to go short, pretty risky, but can pay off pretty big if it does back down to $10. Just be aware, this can go moving to the upside, and there's a very real possibility you get squeezed out. So if you want to go long or short, please do that at your own risk. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.